Hey guys, Aaron Dorr here at the New York State Firearms Association. I don't know about you, but I can easily think back just a couple of years ago to the mostly peaceful protests that rocked our state and rocked our country in both 2020 and 2021. Of course, these were the height of the lockdown days. This was the height of government tyranny. And of course, here in New York, what that also meant was that then Governor Cuomo was releasing violent criminals onto the streets to avoid them catching a virus as they were in prison. That, plus the bail reform laws, plus the incredible pressure of those days led to violent crime waves like we haven't seen here in decades. And while much of the country has calmed down, here in New York State, that has not happened. Our crime rates remain at unprecedented levels. Rochester recently surpassed Chicago as the most violent city in America per capita. And the same thing is playing out in all of our cities across the entire state. So you'd think that a rational person, that a rational governor could look at the news, look at the policies and say, there's got to be a connection. But of course, as we all know, Hochul is a demented tyrant who only wants to attack our gun rights and law-abiding New Yorkers. And guys, that is what A-4261 is all about. I'm going to break the bill down for you guys. But if you're low on time, whatever else you do, hit the link below or above this broadcast, hit your petition, and make sure your politicians here in Albany know you are 100% opposed to yet another gun control bill that's being forced upon us here in Albany. If you have more time, guys, I'm going to break the bill down. A-4261 is not a new concept, actually, here in Albany. We have seen this bill filed before. And what it would do is mandate a 10-day waiting period on every firearms transaction in the state for everybody. So, of course, 2 years ago at the federal level, there's now a bit of a waiting period for minors who try to buy AR-15s. It could be up to 10 days. Of course, here in New York, a couple of years ago, Cuomo signed into law legislation that would allow a NICS check delay to last up to 10 days. In the past, if you failed a NICS check, you couldn't buy the gun. But if there was a NICS check delay after a certain amount of time, they would sell you the firearm, assuming the system was simply not working. That has now changed in New York. If there's any doubt, you can't get the gun, and that can last for 7 to 10 days. This goes far beyond that. A-4261 would be a blanket 10-day ban across the board. So what does that mean in real life? Well, the criminals have no lack of firearms. They steal them, they find them, they get them from all their other friends. They always have access to firearms, as criminals always do. All this simply means is that a young woman in New York State who wants to buy a gun because some madman is stalking her would not be able to stop a rapist from raping her or a murderer from murdering her. It means that a person who wants to defend their home, as violent home invasions are on the rise, would have to wait 10 days to do that. And if something happens in the meantime, they could not defend themselves. The stories of waiting periods getting innocent people killed across the country is a long story. And every politician in Albany knows that is all that's going to happen if we pass A-4261. The good guys will not be able to get firearms, at least for the 10 days, and the bad guys can do whatever the hell they want. If that makes you angry, hit the link below and take action, guys, and help us shut this bill down. I want to be clear on this. This is exactly what Hochul wants. This is exactly what Hochul and her radical, commie, America-hating, freedom-hating, gun-hating allies here in Albany want. They want a society where crime is always out of control, where the people always then turn to the government for help because then she is there to give the cure, which, of course, is always more gun control. So first they help create the problem, then they help sell the cure, which is gun control. Of course, we all know what an abject failure that is. We have the most incredible, I mean, negatively incredible, horrible, horrific gun control laws of any state in the country already. We've had them for a very long time in some cases. The SAFE Act is now 13 years old. We have almost a complete blanket ban on concealed carry in commercial spaces. We have a complete ammo registration. We have universal background checks, magazine limits, AR-15 bans, the whole commie enchilada. And the result of that has been historic crime rates that are shocking the state and, frankly, making us an embarrassment nationwide. So, guys, this is one more of those failed initiatives that will only get good guys hurt and will only empower violent predators because they'll know that that's one more gun control law that helps them to attack innocent people. So, guys, again, hit the link. Help us shut down A-4261. It is an election year. There is a growing number of Democrats who, well, they still hate freedom and they still hate you and they still hate me. They do love their jobs. And it's an election year, and they're getting concerned that if they keep pushing this agenda, it may cost them their position and possibly even their majority in November. So, guys, there is a chance for us to defeat this. In fact, some would say it's a strong chance. Make your voice heard. Hit the link. If you can donate. Either way, guys, we'll keep you informed. Thank you for your time, and stay free.